That's all I have to say?
That's it. It's the best you can get this hour, this late, after all that rum.
Too much rum. We'll pan out the silhouette of the mountain from the sky. Can't see a whole lot.
That you don't move to the front seat if you're going to shit.
You can shit back there all you want.
Shit where you are.
Keep your shit to yourself, friend.
You know what? Bathroom humor never goes out of style.
Oh, Jesus. That is so bad.
It's so
of all the things, you guys, we talk. Your brother started it, and the only thing you guys talk about is you taking a shit.
Dude, we could have done some.
That was the least raunchy thing, dude.
I know. That's all.
Yeah.
Those are the cleanest jokes we got.
We're trying for a week to figure out.
You said clean jokes, right?
The cleanest joke is about you soiling yourself in the schoolyard when you're 3.
That's all we got. Okay. Fair enough. Next to that, you don't want to hear it. Let's leave Freddy's mouth closed.
Elkhorn Transport leaving Elkhorn cabin for catch-up.
Let's get this ride on the road.
Let's get it started. Yeah, baby. That was great. That was awesome, man. Like, that was really
That was
awesome.
kind of a fun one, guys. It was fun being up there with you.
Hey, Brad, turn around in your talk because all I'm getting is the back of your head in this video.
That's okay. That's not new. That's not the first time, Craig.
What kind of movies are you shooting?
Brad was my star. That's the whole reason why I went into film. Well, video.
Okay, let's think of some more Brad stories. I'd like to hear some of
that was nice
stories because you got to come up with some better stories.
Too often when
actually, one of my favorite stories is that time I pissed on your back.
Is what? Back up.
the frozen
When Brad pissed on your back? Oh, I pissed on his back. How do you like that story, Brad?
We're not talking about deviant sex here. We're talking about
fucking no better than me shitting in the fucking yard.
I think steaks were part of the package.
Another epic story, but it's more graphic than anything, was the time you face planted that mud puddle.
When you're on an outing.
I mean,
well, that's great.
That thing, like, I couldn't stop laughing for half an hour. And then
your wedding, Russell.
Rico, you were there when we got the film developed. We were in the middle.
When you fucking did it.
There. Like, when we were in the middle of a shopping Chinook, and we were crying, laughing so hard when we got that picture.
That thing looks so staged.
No, it's so not. Well, it was staged on Mike's and my part. Because we knew no idea. Brad had never mountain biked before. He's like, I'm going through this puddle. We're like, okay, hang on one sec. So I just get my camera.
They're like, Brad, go way back. You gotta get a lot of speed.
Probably at one point I was like, I don't think Brad should do this.
It's really not bad photography.
Like, no.
We're on a 4x4 roads. We're to die.
Of course, as Mike says, I can't tell you how many times I've heard, Brad, you gotta get a lot of speed. Every time at the yard sale at Fortress.
Oh my God, it's empty!
That was a
Not very much.
Can you hold this with your hand for a second?
Food.
I will.
Oh my God. But you got me back.
Ranger food.
Fucking asshole. I'm going to die.
Mike Russell, you have a beer in your hand? Rolling?
I said all that in the air. Craig, film this.
Sirois, do you have a beer in your hand?
Brad and I were
Kilb, do you have a beer
skiing
in your hand?
at Fortress, and
Hey, yeah, I do.
and I went and scouted out a jump, and Brad.
Gary, do you have a beer in your hand?
I'm okay for the moment, but thanks, Berkey.
Brad asked me how big the jump was, and I was like, oh, it's really, really small. Get a lot of speed. So he tucked. He hits his jump from way up the mountain, and in midair, he's like, Mike, you fucking asshole! Like he literally yelled at me while he was in midair, And then he had the biggest yard sale ever.
It was a kind of jump where when you were looking from above, you couldn't see anything below it. And so I was like, okay, well, Mike, you check the jump out and I'll launch. And so Mike went down and it was huge.
You got a lot of faith in Mike, don't you?
Not after this.
Well, he got me back. We went to Sunshine. We were doing this cliff, sort of platform cliff.
It was
drop.
about a 30-foot drop.
And he went first. These two other guys went after Brad. And the more you moved to the right, the bigger each cliff got. And he's like, no, keep moving right, keep moving right.
Get a lot of speed.
And get some more speed. So I did. And of course, I just missed the platform entirely. So it doubled the size of the cliff I went off of.
Yeah. But, Mike, you landed that, and you were fine.
Those tracks look recent.
My favorite Brad Kilb ski story does not involve jumps.
It's ski poles.
It involves a chairlift and a mid-station. And some stubby poles.
Do you remember that?
Stubby poles.
Brad
Now broken.
No, I don't think so. Where?
Brad, no, you weren't there, Eric, but Brad
Whistler mid-station, before they put in the new peak chair, means you can unload halfway, and it's like this temporary ramp that's kind of suspended in the air, and you gotta lift up your gear when you go by. Brad
Didn't lift my gear.
Well, we
didn't lift his gear.
we were in mid-conversation, and all of a sudden he's like, and then he comes, and like we pass it, we're all looking at him like, what's your problem? And he comes up, and his ski poles, which he had never used before, are completely bent.
We got some.
They were snapped.
No,
We
they
got some
weren't. You just went
$150
like this.
graphite poles here.
And
They're
snapped
only
off.
about 20
Yeah, you
inches
just
long
went,
now.
You crossed them, you went, ding, and they both popped off. They were still bent.
But
Yeah,
it's
that
as
was
if,
a comedy show.
but it's ski pole graveyard, and everyone knows that.
Yeah, totally. I knew that too. I was like laughing at all these ski poles as I go up the hill, and then I get to the mid station, and I walked away with that mid station with 1 foot poles. And of course, that's as we walk to, or as we take the chair up to a double diamond, like couloir run. Yeah, let's go down this couloir with my 1 foot poles.
I have to turn the video
I
off
was really happy about that one.
because